Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. Thank you so much for joining me today. First up, it is Mental Health Matters with Viking Psychiatry, and we're discussing how to find your joy again as it relates to mental health. Then we are taking a tour of a beautiful home with George Raptis and the Mike Thomas Associates team, and he is going to show us new trends around the home. And later, it's epic discounts at epic prices. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Viking Psychiatry. If you've lost your spark, let's talk about how we can help it return. We're talking about finding your joy for Mental Health Matters today with Viking Psychiatry, and I am joined by Sean Goddard, who is their owner. Hello, Sean.
Hi.
Okay, so I love this. Let's talk about finding your joy again. Okay, so when people go through depression, they have sad thoughts, they're having a hard time. One of the major things that they say is, I can't find my joy. So what is actually happening in the brain?
Yeah, so this is what we call anhedonia. And this means that we really are struggling to find joy in life. We have changes in our dopamine, serotonin, and glutamatergic pathways in our brain. And these we know are largely responsible for us being able to experience joy and pleasure. And so as we have this kind of degradation of these levels, right, then we begin to feel a lack of steam, right? If you think about those steam trains back in the day, right, you had to have steam to kind of push motion and move forward, and we let those fires burn down, the steam's not coming out, and the train doesn't move forward. And so that's kind of what's happening to us, right? We're just kind of collapsing in, losing energy, and then we have no drive, no push to really feel and experience pleasure and joy in our life.
Yeah, and that loss of joy can be a really hard thing. And so if it has been gone for a long time, is it possible to get it to return?
Absolutely. This is one of the amazing things about the brain. It's called neuroplasticity, right? And so a lot of people have heard of it. It's a big word on TikTok and all those types of things. But
Okay,
really,
say it again.
neuroplasticity.
Neuroplasticity.
Yep.
We're learning that today.
It's a great word, because what I want you to think about is, I want you to think about, maybe you go to the store to buy some flowers or a plant to put in your yard, and all the ones that you wanted are gone except this one that's just kind of struggling, right? It's beginning to wilt, and it doesn't look that green and vibrant, right? And it's not really present, but it's still alive, it's still there, and so you take that opportunity and you go, oh, it's discounted, it's 50% off, right? So you take it home, and what do? You take it home and you plant it, you give it fertilizer, you give it water, you give it love, maybe you're somebody who sings to it or plays music, whatever you need to do, right? And what happens to that plant? We begin to see that as it sets its new roots and expands new growth, then it begins to grow, right? And it begins to unwilt and bring back its vibrant colors, and maybe those flowers begin to erupt, right? And that's what happens with treatments that target neuroplasticity. We are effectively causing roots, right? Growth of new nerves to occur, and creating new pathways that lead to change and healing.
That's really interesting. Okay, so what are there treatments that are in line with this neuroplasticity that you offer that really helps with that process for humans, like a plant? Absolutely.
That's one of the things we specialize at Viking Psychiatry, focusing on interventional psychiatry. We have treatments like ketamine-assisted psychotherapy, medical ketamine IV infusions, Spravato. If you want to do a non-chemical approach, we have TMS, or transcranial magnetic stimulation, but you can also do it through cognitive behavioral therapy. You can do it through exercise. Exercise is known to release something called BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. So think miracle grow for the brain. Trying to develop a new hobby, flipping things up, switching things up, because what we've been doing hasn't been working. We start something new, and it causes growth and waking up in the brain.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so I know that we're all out here looking for our joy. We want to find it. We want to hold on tight to it. So what are some of the smallest things that we can do each day to help reconnect with our joy?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what we've talked about before, is that we tend to focus on the negativity, right? And people around us help us focus on the negativity, right? Somebody comes in and complains about this or complains about that, right?
Yeah.
And it just continues to push that process of negative, negative, negative. And so what I really push on is doing a little joy tracker, right? Whether it's paper or just about all of us have smartphones now. We have the notepad function. We have AI now where we can just talk to, one of those individuals, I won't say their name, right? And say, hey, I noticed this positive happened today, or this good thing came through, right? And it can be the little things. I was sitting on my couch at home the other day. We put out bird feeders this year. Maybe I'm starting to show my age or whatever, right? But while I was sitting there, not what I was there for was to look at the bird feeder. We had a hummingbird thing put out, and I had not seen a hummingbird yet this year. And all of a sudden I was looking at the regular bird feeder as I was listening to my audiobook, and right by the bird feeder was this beautiful hummingbird, right, that looked at the regular bird feeder and then flew down to the hummingbird feeder and started to feed. And so for me, that was like joyful. It was super exciting, because this whole time I bought this and put out this hummingbird feeder, and I hadn't seen a hummingbird yet, and supposedly it's one of the largest migrations in years. Wow. And then here was this hummingbird, right? And I took so much reward and joy out of that. And to me, mentally, I checked that box, right? This was a joyful event for me. And so that's what we need to do. We need to look at those little moments and allow them to stack up, because as we do that, those little moments become more often and bigger moments, right? And so you don't create, what they say about an avalanche. You start it with just a snowball, right? Or a rock or whatever it may be, depending on the avalanche, and it turns into this big thing. And that's what we have to do, is we have to start an avalanche of joy.
Yeah, I love that. And just finding the smallest things. And I would say for me, like either driving and seeing kids play on the street and that just authentic, just joy that they're in, riding their bikes or walking around the park. Promenade Park has those splash pads, and it's like this much water, but these little kids, it's like the best thing in the world to put their feet in it, and just to see them laugh. It's like you want that, like just to do something so simple and get so much joy. It always makes me smile.
I absolutely get it.
It's so cute, yeah. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For spreading joy today, Sean.
Thanks for helping me spread it.
Yes. And remember, you are enough. You are not alone. We are in this with you, and Viking Psychiatry is here to help. So I will leave their website below. Check out their services, give them a call, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Viking Psychiatry.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
Do you know what's exciting? Shopping for your dream home. And today I'm going to take a tour of this beautiful new home and also learn what's trending in home development from the Raptus team. And you're invited. I am now joined by George Raptus, who is a realtor. Hello, George.
Hi, Jessica.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Okay, so we're in a new home. This is the Preston Allen Homes, and I just absolutely think this home is stunning.
For sure.
When you walk in, the first thing I see are the high ceilings, the beautiful arches, and also just the open windows as we're looking at snow.
Oh yes, yep, bringing it outside in.
Yes, so today we're going to talk about trends that are happening now. I know that there's such a fusion between old and new and keeping things modern, but also keeping things that are rich and valuable in ancient buildings. And so what would you say is the top trend that you are seeing right now in homes?
Colors. So the colors are changing, absolutely.
Yeah. Like here. So, for example, we have this statement wall, which is really great. why are people just kind of adding these flares? There's a term for it when they add a wall like this.
Accent wall.
Accent wall. What are you seeing when it comes to color choices and accent walls?
Starting to see some bold colors come back. Some of the earth tones are coming back. Starting to walk away just a little bit from the painted cabinets and going more of that wood feel.
Yeah, and so this home here that we're standing in is a 5-bedroom, 5-bath. Really incredible with really unique features. So as we look upstairs, for example, and kind of walking through the multiple bedrooms and the family layout space, what would you bring attention to?
Definitely, we have the fact that we have separation for each bedroom and bathrooms. Everybody kind of wants a unique space, and we also have a shared common area. So we're starting to see the trends pull away from a lower level or a basement and adding and incorporating some space upstairs.
Okay, which is nice for the family, and that bathroom with the Jack and Jill doors, and you say that that's a traditional way of displaying a bathroom, right?
Yes, yep, absolutely. We want to keep separate sinks, but the common seat and shower area could be shared, yeah.
Yes, and so this new development that we are in is called what?
Cascada.
Cascada, and I know that you have been a realtor for a very long time, and you work with so many top developers here in Fort Wayne for what, 21 years?
Yeah.
And so as you are seeing these new homes pop up, what are you seeing externally with trends?
So of course, each subdivision should offer its unique feel, and that's really important when trying to decide where to live. And proximity to schools, proximity to where we worship, to work, to the highway, all and other families. So the number one trend in 2024 was people were moving to be closer to family.
Right, yes, yeah, absolutely. And so let's talk about the external vibe and look. One thing I find very interesting with this home is just the fact that you have that little arch entryway to get to a separation between the garage and the home.
Yeah, a little pull through there, a little breezeway. Yeah, absolutely. And we would see that in some older style homes, and that was incorporated and brought in here for sure.
Yeah.
Unique.
I love it. Okay, well, let's walk around a bit and take a peek at what else you have to offer here.
Let's see it.
All right, George. So as we look back at this room, we see here the pop-up wall that you talked about, but also just a modern chandelier. And what else really stands out to you in this room?
Yeah, we have that wood floor that's going incorporated all through hard surface to the main area. You'll notice just a little unique things like the baseboard is no longer white like at the rest of the house. It's going to be all incorporated and staying in the same color.
Yeah, that's really nice. And then just the openness. I love just walking from that nook area into this beautiful living room. So many windows, and then an open kitchen,
yes,
which is nice as well. And so I'm seeing here the texture of the cabinet. So it looks a little different than the typical cabinet color.
Yeah, we've been accustomed to using those white or those gray colors, and we're starting to see some of that natural wood grain come back. And wanted to be able to offset it with, again, still solid surface, some uniqueness in the design. It's no longer just squared off or that boring rectangle. They're bringing in some new trends to do things like that.
And then as we walk over here, something that you pointed out which was interesting was that there's a hidden plug. So just ways that they're getting a little bit more trendy and modern. And then of course the hidden appliances, which makes it so cool, like this being a dishwasher here. And then right here, what is this? Is it a big cabinet or is it the refrigerator?
Yes.
Love that so much. Wow.
It is neat. They have, they've really incorporated the, still stainless steel stove. This is still a big piece of the kitchen. This is where, we tend to gather because this is where all the food's going on.
Yeah.
But if you notice that, we have some cabinets here, but it doesn't seem like it would be enough.
Right.
So the new trend, we're going to do a prep kitchen.
Okay.
We're going to keep this area clean, but we're going to go prep our food here.
Okay, I love a secret room.
Yes.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
This is a lot of space.
It is. So we have the pull-out pantry behind you, cabinet space, upper cabinets.
Oh.
Nice deep sink. And again, we do need that second
Wow, okay, yeah. Another dishwasher
Yes.
hidden.
Yep.
But I love it because you wouldn't know what it was, and it's just enough space to really provide and entertain
Yes.
with your family.
Yep.
So as we keep looking, I have to tell you, George, like this is my type of house. I just love the openness. And then also the sliding doors are here, right?
Yes, we want to keep it away from the entertaining area. Instead of people entering and exiting all the time, this would be a nice little entrance out here, covered porch, huge demand. We've seen a really big increase here. Stamped concrete, the fire pit overlooking the natural area, a few ponds, some woods here.
Yeah, that is so great. And then, master bedroom. Again, high ceilings, but also very unique in the way that they have used the wood frames to kind of add something interesting to look at with the chandelier.
Yes, yep. We have the natural light again, huge elevated, bigger, taller doors, windows, bringing that natural sunlight in.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Which makes it nice. And then that theme of the arch, which is interesting. So as we walk over here, you know, it's like this parallel between squared and then the arch. So if we look up here, for example, that arch is on display juxtaposed with that square, and that is represented throughout the entire home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some uniqueness. I mean, obviously we have that natural light coming in.
Yeah.
We put the mirrors in front of there,
Yeah.
but you had
So
mentioned,
cool.
yeah,
You can get the best lighting
absolutely.
as you get ready in the morning.
Shades can go down with remote, so those kind of block off the view and give you the privacy you need. And
Love
absolutely.
that.
Also incorporated some really neat floor.
That is beautiful.
3 different textures that are gonna go in here. We have the main area here, again against that shower wall.
Wow.
And we have the tub and shower combined with that
Yes.
accent wall back behind us.
And I love the just the accent of that. Bronze? Would that be the bronze color?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
about a muted bronze?
Yep, I'm going with not your grandma's gold.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Right. Love that. And then of course, just a master closet, which is like you need a ladder, like your Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, yes.
You know, rolling through the library. Like I love that, and that would be a really cool concept just to add. I don't know, just a vibe, because like we talked about, the ceilings are so high, it elevates the home.
Absolutely. We no longer look at square footage, we look at the volume in the house.
Yeah.
And the air that this all brings in. So higher ceilings, absolutely. We incorporated that window to bring in that natural light again. Want to make sure the clothes match correctly. And then washer and dryer.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do a stackable washer and
Stackable.
dryer. Nobody wants to run around, especially when it could be all incorporated in the master area.
Yeah. Well, this is very exciting, and I know that you are involved in so many homes, selling them, like this one, and then newer properties that are coming to the Preston Allen Homes, and so much more. So if someone's interested in reaching out to you to learn more about the homes that you have available, how should they go about doing so?
Yeah, my cell phone's always the best way. 260-710-1834, and then also my email, george@mikethomasrealtor.com.
All right, awesome. Thank you, George,
Thank
for the
you.
tour.
Thank you.
And if you would like more information, we'll be sure to put the contact information of George Raptis below. Give him a call, check out this home, and I'll see you after the break.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by BestReviews.com. I'm Ashley Howard. Be sure to take out your phone and scan the QR code on your screen so you can save on some amazing products. First up, looking for the ultimate way to get around town? Check out this electric scooter with a powerful motor and speeds up to 21 miles per hour. It has both dual suspension and military-grade damping for 100% vibration reduction, even on cobblestones. Stay safe with triple lighting and dual brakes. The best part, it folds in 3 seconds, weighs around 30 pounds, and fits under your desk. It's app-enabled, flat-proof tires, and has a 30-mile range. I mean, what more could you want? Next up, for my pet lovers, the Base Paws Dog and Cat DNA Testing Kits. With just a quick swab, you'll get a detailed breakdown of your pet's breed mix, genetic traits, and even potential health markers. It's the insight you need to better understand your four-legged family members and keep them healthier for longer. Whether your feline friend is a mystery mix or your pup is purebred, these kits give you the full picture. And the best part, all Basepaws reports come full of personalized results to help you take action, giving you a peace of mind. Now for something I know will make my ladies happy, the Tweezerman Stainless Steel Slant Tweezer is a must-have for any beauty routine. These precision-crafted tweezers feature hand file tips that grab even the finest hairs with ease. Whether you're shaping brows or tackling those stubborn strays, you'll get salon-quality results every single time. And who doesn't like saving money and time on those salon visits? I know I do. Finally, the iRobot Roomba 105 robot vacuum with auto empty dock. This smart vacuum doesn't just clean, it cleans up after itself. With self-emptying capabilities and smart navigation, it tackles dirt, dust, and pet hairs on both carpet and hardwood. Imagine being able to check off vacuuming on that to-do list without even getting off the sofa. And you simply can't beat this price. It's really going to help keep your floors spotless without any effort on your part. Let's get a look at all 4 products one last time. From an easy commute and healthy pets to flawless brows and cleaner floors, head to epicdiscounts.com or scan the QR code on your screen and get ready to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products and where to buy them on WANE.com.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group. Go to the Living Local 15 page on WANE.com for recipes from the show, to watch a segment again, and to get information on products and services featured on Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.